Hey guys, it's Andrei from CMI, and today I'm going to address one of your questions about algorithms, and specifically I'm going to try to answer your question about how important are algorithms when you go and apply to a job as a computer scientist or a software developer or software engineer. I think the views are mixed in this domain, so depending on who you speak to, there might be a clash of opinions. But in my personal opinion, I believe that algorithms are key for any software developer or software engineer. The whole domain of algorithms and the whole body of knowledge related to algorithms sits at the basis of what we do every day. And I believe every software engineer or software developer should be aware of at least the most common algorithms that are out there. For example, sorting algorithms or other common algorithm you might think of. Besides the algorithms, I think it's also important for people to have some knowledge and maybe a bit of advanced knowledge about data structures. Because algorithms are just ways in which you manipulate certain data structures around the computer memory and to make something with them. And if you don't know anything about data structures, you might end up writing inefficient code, or you might end up having to do a lot of extra stuff just to solve a certain problem. So in a nutshell, I do believe you should know algorithms, I do believe you should know about data structures. Now, coming back to the original question of how important are they for interviews, well, here it depends. If you are going for your first job, when you don't have any experience in a working environment or a production environment as a software developer, then most likely you will encounter questions about algorithms. Because through these questions, people will figure out how you're thinking, how you're approaching problems, and basically how you solve a problem. But as you go along, it will happen that you get less and less questions about algorithms or about data structures. That is because it's kind of implied that as you progressed through your career, you gathered all the knowledge that you could get, and you became really proficient with algorithms and data structures. If people don't ask you about them, doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't know them or you shouldn't focus on them. I think, again, that when you start, this is where you should start. You should start learning about algorithms, start learning about data structures, start learning about how your machine, how a computer goes from the code that you write in an editor to actually transforming it and manipulate it to make it into a program that then goes and runs into your machine and does something. All this body of knowledge is key, because understanding this whole thing is going to let you then go on and build on top of it. So it's going to make it easier for you to just switch between programming languages. If you have a solid foundation, it will end up at some point in your career where if someone asks you to code in Java or C++ and you never used it, you will be able to pick it up fairly quickly and be decent in writing code with it. You won't be an expert, but you will have that skill of jumping between different languages. This is it for now, and if you liked this video, please like, share, subscribe, and see you next time.